The Charlestown Historical Society hosted their 4th annual Voices of the Past Cemetery Walk in Forest Hill Cemetery Tuesday, June 23rd. Miss Grace Hunt, who lived from 1958 to 1966, was a maiden lady well known in town for her newspaper columns.
I was looking over some old columns of mine from the 1950s. Thought I'd share some of them with you. It rained early Saturday morning, but no heavy rains have fallen here lately, with cool, foggy mornings mostly. The old home day in Charlestown, New Hampshire was a nice day, August 20th. The dinner at noon was omitted this year, which must have been quite a relief to many. Many who have helped and cooked other years.
Mrs. Eliza Fitch Hubbard, who lived from 1800 to 1883, was a woman of decided opinions. She took satisfaction in chores well done, and in foiling plans not to her liking.
Reverend Saunderson started writing the history of Charlestown, and he used to talk to Jen and me about, and some of the other old-timers, about the old days and what it was like. He said Jen knew more than anybody else in the town except for maybe me. And what one of us couldn't remember, the other one did. There's no problem remembering the old times when we were all young. Brought it all back again, just like yesterday. You know, it's quiet and it's pretty here, very peaceful. But eternal rest doesn't set easy with me. The body feels better when they've got a little work to do.
Miss Helen Hubbard, who lived from 1863 to 1946, Miss Ann West, who lived from 1959 to 1944, and Silas Kendall, who lived from 1824 to 1905, reminisced about the passing of staging days.
But, you know, I kind of missed the stage. There was something rather dashing about going on the stage.
It's a sight that you'll never see again.
No. Well, times change, and there's not much we can do about it. But I do know one thing that's better about the railway cars.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Can you see several women with hats like ours in a stagecoach?
Stephen Farnsworth, who lived from 1714 to 1771, and wife Eunice Hastings Farnsworth, who lived from 1722 to 1811.
And it took quite a bit of convincing, to have her come back to number 4. You're with me. But, she, realized that our best opportunities and, fortunes, were here.
Reverend Crosby, who lived from 1780 to 1864, a popular man, he was beloved for his human qualities.
1810 to 1864, everyone in Charlestown loved me, and they were happy to see me either in their homes or on a public street, as I always had a laugh and had a smile and a kindly word.
Gilman Gigg Sylvester, who lived from 1923 to 1985, along with millions of others, defended his country in World War II.
A disabled plane piggybacked on the top of a good plane, and the good plane took it down into the ground, and just as they got to the ground, the lower plane dropped out, turned around, and went back and did another bomb run to Germany, and the top plane landed.
Stephen Hazam, who lived from 1761 to 1861, was respected as a clockmaker and house builder.
Now, one of the reasons we headed to Charlestown was Dad had served in the French and Indian War during the Crown Point campaign over in New York. And he'd been through number 4 when he was serving there. So we weren't entirely unfamiliar with things at Charlestown.
This has been a TSV Media production.